All right, so we are here with Jake, who just won that last pod with Elsha. So we had one question during your game.
What's
the
up?
big question was, whenever the Ranger captain was on board and it got removed right before Teferi's turn,
Right.
why didn't you crack the...
That opens me up to losing to Sisei.
Okay,
He had enough mana to activate Sisei, and it would force me to be the only one to interact, and I didn't have the interaction to beat the Sisei at the time.
that's very fair.
And I trusted the Teferi player, which, funny enough, that same turn when he casted the Grafdigger's Cage, I drew for the fish. Mystic, Mental Misstep was top card,
Absolutely, that's
and
awesome.
I was so tempted to counter it, so tempted, but I was like, I can't guarantee that Sisei doesn't win on his turn. It'll be okay. The muddle now just says go get the removal spell.
Absolutely.
Which is why I pitched the transmute instead of the muddled mixture.
Absolutely, and that was another thing you, while we were going over the stream, I kind of peeped the transmute, and I was very surprised that you pitched the transmute, and then I saw the muddle, and I was like,
And
okay,
also, the
that
transmute
makes
doesn't
sense.
do anything for me with the Graph Diggers in play, because
Absolutely.
with the board state I had, it was getting top every time. So,
Well, first of all, congratulations. That was a very hard fought, very nice win. It was very fun to watch.
I was just glad TK wasn't in the game. I'm going to
Now-
be honest.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And that was another thing. They dropped the Fairy Mastermind very early on. And there were a couple of times where it almost felt like it was being forced to draw. And it was like, do you want to be drawing blue farm cards right now? And I was talking to Kellen. He was like, I don't know, but at this point, you kind of want him to have removal for either, or interaction for either Sisei or Elsha. So what was your thought process going into that?
Are you talking about when I had swatted to kill the mastermind?
Yes.
I didn't have a way to protect the Elsha from it at the moment, because I had to play the turn so weird, and he has this one ring on standby that can just auto kill Elsha as soon as I put something on the stack.
Absolutely.
And I didn't have a way to keep storming off on top of it to keep the Elsha alive.
Okay.
And with what I had going on, I had my hand was all interaction, transmute, muddle. That was my whole hand until until I drew the reckless handling.
Okay. Talk to me about Reckless Handling. That's a bit of a spicy card. I haven't seen that in a lot of lists. What was your thought process about adding that in?
So, I don't. So the way the list, I've played with the list and toyed with it. It's not so Elsha centric. Even though you saw it was very Elsha centric.
Yes.
But I don't rely on it. It's a value piece until it wins me the game.
Absolutely.
It is not. It is not just, oh, I cast this Elsha, I'm winning the game now. This is a value piece until it tells me otherwise, which I can win through. You saw all kinds of different ways. I play Thought Lash Jace.
That's wild.
Yeah, Thought Lash also works really well with the Elsha because it's basically top without top.
Absolutely.
Now I lost my train of thought.
You're good. You're good.
But
You're still coming down off of it. You're good.
Oh yeah. What was I talking about?
Thought Lash and
No,
Jace.
before that, because I went on a tangent.
We were talking about
Oh,
the
reckless handling. Thank you. So I don't play a lot of artifact tutors like that. The only one I play is that transmute artifact. I don't play reshape. I don't play fabricate. Fabricate and reshape cost way too much mana. And also the big thing with reckless handling it is red mana.
Yes.
And red mana is so easy to make. I play both three, desperate, pyretic, and Rite of Flame. So
yeah, we saw the Rite of Flame, saw the Pyretic.
No,
Yeah, Desperate.
I think it was desperate.
Whichever one allows you to what is it called? Where you can combine the two.
Jessica's Will.
No, not Jessica's
No,
Will.
combine the two.
It's like a cleave cost, but it's not a cleave cost.
Alchemist Retrieval. No.
No, it's what is it
What's
called?
it do?
The splice, where you splice it. Whichever one allows you to splice into
Desperate Ritual.
Arcane. Desperate.
Desperate.
So
Yep.
you played Desperate, and that was pretty hot. I was like, it's been a while since I've seen a Desperate Ritual.
So the way the deck has to play is it's so mana hungry. I have to be as low to the ground as possible.
Absolutely.
Which, as you saw, I was hurting for mana.
Yeah, towards the end there,
yeah.
until you got that dockside.
Until I hit that dockside, it was yeah. LED was the only search off of that E tutor because my hand was negligible. The silence had resolved, so the Fluster Storm does nothing. Already played a land for turn. Jace, I'm not winning with Jace typically right now until I'm until I'm breaching, and by then it's over.
Absolutely.
So,
well, again, congratulations. Go out there and kick butt. You've been doing really well this tournament. I hope you keep it up.
I will do my best.
Awesome.
I do have one PSA to Ultra players. Stop playing Helm of Awakening. The card is bad. Play other cards. Please. Play Displacer Kit and 3 Fairy. It is so good. It wins the game on its own.
So we were actually we actually thought that that's what you were going to get with the Enlightened Tutor was the Helm, but then we saw the mana and saw
first off the mana, and secondly I don't play that card because I cannot stand that card. And in that situation Helm would have been nice. I've had Silence resolved, it didn't matter. But there are times where you don't have Silence resolved and you have to win the game because you're staring at TK, Roxai, something else, and you don't get another turn.
Absolutely.
And you have to do it now.
100%.
That's how it works.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I hope to see you next.
I will hopefully try to win $900 today.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Y'all.